Hello people, this is Mark from Courage Changeworks. I hope that you're well. Today's going to be a slightly different kind of video. I need to draw some lines on my little whiteboard. I'll explain. I've been speaking to a few people fairly recently about consistent behavior, consistent outcomes, even although they don't particularly like the outcomes. And they are wondering why they get the same outcomes when they are hoping for something different. And what I'm going to say to you in my little drawings on the whiteboard here is it's an illusion of the parallel line. It's the facade of change because of parallel lines. And what happens is, if you just imagine with me for a second, if you stand on, say, a railway track and you look down, you see the parallel lines as if they're merging towards a point in the far distance. Likewise, if you were to travel on a long road, the road seems to narrow to a point, giving the illusion that it comes to an end. But of course, as you go on your parallel lines, it looks like it comes to a point if you are standing, say, there. But of course, when you are here, the parallel line still continues up, and effectively it doesn't matter where you stand in your parallel lines, it will always be parallel lines. So what I'm aiming to do here is I'm going to draw you some different kind of parallel lines, and I will show you what I mean by this insanity, as Einstein referred to it as. If what he basically said, if you're expecting a different result from the same action and behavior, you're insane. Let me explain it this way. If I draw a line there and I draw a line there, and we're going to say that they're parallel, this is what it is. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Parallel lines, no change. Now we'll say at this point you get two kinds of people. You get towards people, and you get away from people in terms of motivation and achieving goals. I explain. If you're a towards kind of person, it is your motivation is to go towards your goal, towards your achievement, towards your outcome. I use the example, if you want to lose weight, a towards kind of person will try and go towards a healthy lifestyle, a fitter body, a less fat, being more strong and stuff like this. However, if you are away from, if your motivation is away, it would mean you are running away from the overweight, running away from the potential physical health dilemmas that you might encounter. So you're looking at things like, I don't want to be so unfit, I don't want to get diabetes, heart attack, strokes, that kind of thing. If you are away from, so you're running away from the problem. And if you're a towards kind of person, you're running towards your goal. So let's look at this in this context. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got, this illusion of parallel lines. If we look at the little motivation factors that I was on about a few seconds ago, let's look at proper change work. I call it the half a degree rule. And what I mean by that, if you are a away from person, so let's say we put our goal there for both these, away from person will do that. They will run away from the problem over here. Problem state there. They run away from it. If, however, so let's just put it away there so we know what we're on about. A towards person will say this. I'm running towards my goal. So this line here would be a towards kind of person. Pardon my handwriting, I know it's bad, but it's an awkward angle here. So what am I saying in all of this? If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Let's implement the change. If you make a half a degree change in your behavior, your thoughts, the way you speak, any of these kind of things, if you make a half a degree change running away from your problem state but towards your goal, over here you will not experience the same thing because you've moved from there to there. It's different. The journey that you're on will eventually result in changed behavior. Likewise, if you're running towards things, when you eventually get there, it will be different. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, you need to find out what you are as a person in terms of your motivation. Because if you're a towards person, you'll be doing this. Now I understand if this is the present time and this is our future, here you won't see a lot of difference. 6 months down the line, you might only see a slight change. 5 years down the line, you'll see a significant difference because you're running towards your goal. Okay? If you were running away from your issue, this way, towards your future, again here, 6 months down the line, no significant change, but change nonetheless. 5 years, 10 years down the line, massive change. Half a degree. What does that mean for us today? It means this. You can continue following the illusion of parallel lines if you so wish. That generates frustration, additional stress, anxiety, same old, same old. You as a person stays put, even although time is moving forward. But as an individual, in terms of your own development, your own growth and experience and that kind of thing, you stay put because you're doing the same thing over and over again. But all those negative emotions are on the increase. Where if you run away from your problems or towards your problems, towards your goal, or run away from your problems or towards your goal, makes no difference. Point here is you will experience different things because you're doing something different. So here's the encouragement today. we can do something different. It's a choice we make. We can change the slightest amount in order to eventually make big differences in our lives. We're so quickly to judge the fact that nothing changes. My question is, are you doing the parallel line thing, where if you make what seems like insignificant changes in your behavior, your thought, your speech, whatever, you will go down a different path. You might meet different people. You will have different experiences. You will experience growth. Simple little illustration on something that is significant in terms of change, and change works. So when you're finding yourself on these parallel lines, do something about it. Either you are a towards or you are away from kind of person. But with this level of awareness that I'm bringing you here, there is massive scope for significant change, resulting in a far different experience. I saw a picture the other day that says, don't let the same snake bite you twice. Here's the thing. This line here and this line here, if you continue to walk on that same line, the same snake will continue to bite you. However, if you decide to go on this line or on this line here, the snake that you have had bit you in a few weeks ago, a few months ago, a year or two ago, will still stay there because you've now moved on in different directions. Bit of an encouragement for you there. Bit of a visual illustration of, I don't want to say the word easy, but how effective the slightest change can do. So there you go. I would like to hear your thoughts. I hope this video has encouraged you. If it has, please do so in the comments after you've subscribed and shared. But for now, this is Mark from Courage Change Works. I'll speak to you soon.